Hello YouTubers. Well, it's been a while, but this is an update on the airplane world. As you can see behind me here, the Zenith is still folded up and stored inside my hangar at home. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is, a couple of weeks ago we had a big storm come through. It kind of surprised everybody. And since there's no hangars to store airplanes at the airport, and this one takes off at about 30, even though it would be securely tied down on the apron, it's possible it could have had some damage done. So I was thankful actually that it was still home. And the other thing we ran into is when we did the annual, which has been completed, everything's fine. We came across some issues that were nobody's really fault, but they were something that needed to be addressed. And as an example here, this is the and as an example here, this is the hydraulic cylinder from the nose gear, and it sits with it extended. And as you can see here, this part of the oleo strut looks really good, but then you turn it around and one line is just peppered like it's been sandblasted, which actually it was. And it has corroded to the point, and the chrome has been chipped off to make this cylinder unsafe to use. So it has been replaced. But that happened simply because airplanes would be turning around in front of my airplane as it sat on the tarmac, and basically blowing the sand and little pieces of rock, etc., that are on the tarmac naturally, and sandblasting the airplane. And there were some other areas that this showed up on some of the fittings. Some of the struts on the wing had little teeny pits in where the paint had been broken off. And that's all been fixed and all repainted and all, rust proofed again or whatever. But I just don't feel like it's a good choice to take it back out there and sit it on the ramp. And since my property here is for sale, and my plans are to go back to Florida and start playing with the airplanes and be on an air park there, I've decided just to wait. Waited this long, so in order to keep the airplane in good shape and without any further damage, and also I'll be at a smaller little airport where it won't be such a hazard or problem to do my test flying, because we just have too many big jets and stuff coming in and out, and we have no radar here. So anyway, this is the basic update. Everything's on hold. Everything's in good shape. The engine has got dehydrator plugs in it and has been pickled. That also applies to this aircraft, which is still for sale. If you know anybody, this one's 4-place. It's got 250 horse, and it's for sale for about 60 grand. Make me an offer. Otherwise, I'm shipping it to the States because they can't be flown because they haven't done their test flights yet. So both of them will end up being shipped out, and then we'll fly them from there. So anyway, that's what's up with the airplanes. Not totally discouraging, but I think I made the right decision to use them at a different field. I mean, once they're actually flown and released from their test flight periods, I will be flying them back and forth. So they will eventually fly around here, but because of the restrictions of the flight test program put out by the FAA, I have to be very careful what I do. It has to be done by their program, and just be a little tedious and possibly a little bit more risky to do it here with all our activity at the airport at the moment. So anyway, there we have it. So take care.